Hey people, I didn't think I was going to do a vlog this week for a second, but then decided to go ahead and do it, get out of the way. I wanted to do one anyway. Pretty good week. It's interesting. It started off really bad because I had these nightmares. I don't know if anyone's ever had like nightmares where they get personal in your, they attack feelings and stuff that's happened to you in real life. There's cartoonish fictional nightmares. And then there's the overblown, scary stuff, and it's just crazy what your mind could make you think while you're sleeping. It's crazy, and it drove me nuts for the first part of the week, but I rebounded nicely after that. I just got this new haircut by my brother, and I'm looking at it, though, and I'm looking at the head, and I don't know, does it look like I'm balding? I see this getting lighter. That's scary. I hate to be bald, but I'd roll with it. I've been bald before. I have been really close to bald. Not where I shave it with a razor bald, but lowest setting on the clippers bald. And I have a few rivets in the back of my head, which is kind of, I don't think I'd make a good bald person, so I probably wear a lot of hats. But yeah, that's not too good. That's not something you want, but gotta roll with the punches. Bald Cody. Look like Mo. For a while now, I've had this subscriber named Reverse Flush, and many of you may have known him. And he kind of used me as a hub to get to other people that I know, and he kind of turned on everybody. He wanted to be mean or stuff, and yeah, I may be a glutton, but it's not for punishment. And I don't put up with that stuff, so I blocked him. And I said, well, I think there's still some good in this person, and I think he could be, a cool person to talk to on YouTube, maybe in the future. So I let him, he subscribed to the Webster Brothers account. I let him stay there for a while. But then he started getting in this whole fight with one of my favorite subscribers. My brother enjoys him, the highlight reel. He wants to get in a giant feud and, make fun of us and piss off our loyal subscribers. And I just had no other choice but block him there. But, you think that's the end of it. But the guy likes to, I used to make comments on his videos, and he'll reply to them, still talking, and he'll be really abusive for a while. Then he'll go back to being like, oh, please unblock me. And he's like, you son of a bitch. And he's like, please unblock me. I want to be unblocked. I want to be your friend again, Cody. So it's crazy. It's hilarious. And I just wanted to give the word out, watch out for him. I think he's done his worst already, probably if you've had him, around for a while. But and also he told me in one of his little commentaries that he subscribed back to me and talked to me about was he has a new account and he subscribed to me in secret or whatever. And I want to say that's cool, man. That's totally cool, because because you're going to be undercover, you're not going to have to be the same way you were. But if he reveals himself and tries to go after me again, I'd block him in a heartbeat. So I just wanted to give fair warning about that guy, Reverse Flush. Quite the character. One of those online trolls you always hear about, but you never think will happen to you, do you? I found these things. 2 of these I got in the trash. I think they're cassette holders for audio tapes. I was thinking, I gotta be able to do something with this. This has to come in handy. This can't be wasted. They're kind of slick and they got holes in them. I'm thinking about hanging them up. So I tested a lot of games, It was kind of like, what's that one, that Disney one, with the shoe that fits? Cinderella. It was like Cinderella, where I was trying to each game, and the Super NES was too wide. I think the N64 was too thick. My NES games they kind of fit in there, but they were too elongated. It's like they, hovered. But then, bada bing, bada boom. Sega, the Sega Genesis. Look how good they look in there. It looks like that was made for that. It's beautiful. I love that. And of course, these get recycled, which is always good. I'm really anti-wasteful, so yeah, they look good. These are my loose collection. I got some that come in those little plastic cases, but for the loose, I got them now organized. And looking good. Looking really good. Now it's time for commercial time, I guess. You know, I like to stick these in here because got them old trash tapes and I got to use the footage. I got lots of footage. Lots of footage. So I'm going to go ahead and show this clip of... It's a really cool Duracell commercial. I really like it. But I'll tell you what I don't like about the actual product afterwards.
In the beginning was the ordinary battery. Then came the long-lasting Duracell battery. And now, the next leap forward. Introducing Duracell Power Check, the only battery with a fuel gauge. So you can see how much power it has, anytime, anywhere. New Duracell Power Check, the world's most advanced battery.
Alright, you saw the great, you know, earth-shattering battery make its appearance. It's like, ooh, wow, nice. But if you've ever tried to test the energy in those things and push down the little white tabs on either side, that kills your fingers. That thing pinches your fingers and will leave a mark like a little shelf on your... It's not fun. I mean, I don't know. I don't think the technology was quite there. They kind of rushed it out there, you know. Try to give some, you know, energizer, get them scared, but it didn't quite work. So, sorry about that. That's just not quite there. And I don't. Do you still see them? I don't know. I don't buy Duracell usually. I buy cheapies, cheapies all the way. I used to watch a lot of Dr. Phil and stuff, but the last few years he's kind of gotten just, I don't know. I want to say too commercial, but I mean he was already commercial. It's just. He's gotten where he's really exploitative, where he finds the next Hollywood trend, you know, kind of exploits it. And he had a show this week about sexting, which is young girls that send half nude shots of themselves or fully nude shots to themselves to their boyfriends or friends or whoever gives a crap to look. So, and then they, of course, forward it 500 times to the next person, and it spreads like wildfire. And I was watching this, and I actually saw Dr. Phil say, this girl is a victim. You know, it's like, no, you put yourself out there like that, you can't, you know, can't be innocent. You can't do that. You can't play both sides like that. Now, if those pictures were taken without her knowing, she's a victim. But when she puts it out there like that, she's no victim. Alright, that's about it. I'm kind of sad with this Redemption pay-per-view UFC 97 thing. You know, Chuck Liddell, he's pretty much retired, or Dana said he's retired or something. And I'm happy if he has retired, but I do want it to be on his own accord. I don't want, you know, it's kind of weird that Dana talks for him in that regard. He can't truly decide if he's retired or not. You know, he's the boss of him. He could fire him, but he can't tell someone when they were going to retire. It's like if a pimp just told this, you know, older whore that she no longer brings in the goods as good as she used to in her youth, and he's retiring her. You can't do that. You can't retire someone. You could tell them they should retire or whatever and try to influence them. And I don't think anyone else needs to force him to retire. He'll retire if he's going to retire, and hopefully he does. And hopefully he doesn't end up on Dance with the Stars or some crap and tarnish his legacy. So that would really suck. But yeah, if that's it from Chuck Liddell, I want to thank him for the great fights he's put on, and he's been a good guy to cheer for so long. So it's really cool to have someone like him in the sport. What's that sound in the background? Oh yeah, I got a treadmill.